In the remote town of Cazadores, cradled amidst undulating hills and dense forests, Dia de los Muertos wasn't a mere annual ritual. It was the pulse, the heartbeat, interweaving generations past with the present. Yet, as vibrancy filled the air each year, an ancient shadow lurked beneath, biding its time. Isabella, with an ever-burning flame of curiosity, found herself in the town's ancient graveyard one overcast afternoon. The ground here was sacred, trodden by few, where the oldest tales of Cazadores whispered secrets. Amidst the sea of colorful graves, one lay isolated, its only companion, a singular, ageless marigold that strangely shimmered, even in the muted light. As she caressed its petals, a soul-chilling sorrow enveloped her, followed by a whisper that froze the very marrow of her bones. Release, at last. Dreadful changes befell Cazadores. Preparations for Dia de los Muertos were marred by an ever-present, foreboding gloom. Anguished spirits, once joyous in their annual return, now wailed in torment, and were sighted at unnatural hours, casting despair in their wake. At the center of the chaos was an immense, brooding shadow, eerily reminiscent of a jilted lover from old tales, clutching that luminous marigold. Legends of Esteban, once buried in the annals of time, resurfaced. They spoke of a man, madly in love, whose heart was shattered by betrayal. In his anguish, he had resorted to forbidden magic, entrapping souls within the petals of a marigold, making their pain an eternal spectacle for the town that had been a silent witness to his demise. Isabella, ridden with guilt and understanding the depth of her unintended transgression, approached Doña Esperanza, her aged grandmother. Known to possess knowledge of forgotten lore, Doña Esperanza, with deep sorrow in her eyes, revealed an ancient ritual, a potent chant that could cage the rogue spirit once more. But it demanded a price no one should ever pay, a life of pure intent. On the revered night of Dia de los Muertos, in a scene that juxtaposed life and death, joy and sorrow, Isabella, summoning an inner reservoir of courage, stood before the dark sentinel in the heart of Cazadores. The air thickened as she chanted, each word pulling at her essence, the marigold responding with a dance of its own. As the chant reached its zenith, and the very fabric of the world seemed to tremble, Isabella's strength waned rapidly. A brilliant explosion of light illuminated the night. And when the townfolk dared to look again, their beloved Isabella was gone. Where she stood was the marigold, no longer eerie, but glowing with ethereal grace, a poignant symbol of sacrifice. Cazadores, in the years that followed, was changed. Dia de los Muertos took on an added layer of reverence. The town honored not just their ancestors, but the memory of the brave soul who faced the abyss for them. Yet, as memory faded and stories turned to whispered legends, a disconcerting truth remained. The marigold, despite its apparent transformation, still contained a fragment of Esteban's dark heart. Concealed within its golden beauty was a curse, dormant but alive, forever yearning to break free.